Once you've got Shave and Haircut installed and licensed, let's talk about how you load this up in Maya and the different areas that we're going to be working with throughout this training kit. So the first thing that we'll do is go up here to Window, Settings and Preferences, down to Plugin Manager. Now at the bottom of your list you will see that we have a node here called shavenode.mll, which is the plugin, and Loaded is not turned on. If you look up here towards the top of the menu, you notice we do not have any any Shave or Shave Select menu options up here. So watch what happens once I hit Loaded. This now automatically creates these two menus. So I'm just going to turn on Auto Load. This will keep the plugin loaded as I close and launch Maya again in the future. So I'll just close that out. And two things happen. First, you'll have these two menus that are created for you. Okay, Shave and Shave Select. And you should have a Shave Shelf. Now, I do not have this because I had deleted it prior. But if you need to recreate that shelf, you just go to Shave, down to Create Shelf. Okay, and that's going to load up this particular shelf. Now, these tools are available, most of them are available here in the menus, okay, but these are just a shortcut way of accessing them, and I'll go through a lot of these with you throughout this training kit. So first of all, let's go ahead and create a polygon object. We're going to start off with a sphere. I'm going to turn off interaction mode here, so let me just create that again. There we go, and I'm just going to scale this up. I do have my grid turned off, so it's just easier for you to see. And with this object created, I'm going to go to Shave, Create New Hair. Okay, so this is going to open the Shave preset window where you've got, these are pre-built by the system, so you have these to start off with. Personal is where we will be storing our own shave and haircut nodes and recipes. Okay, so we'll launch Brunette, we'll just add that on there. And you'll see these little green hairs that will be sticking out from your sphere. And one thing that we'll get into here later on is you'll see that they're nice and spread out over the surface, yet they're controlled by what are called guide hairs, which we'll get into. All right, so one thing that I want to talk to you about is once we have this hair in here, how is our workflow going to be? Well, the first thing that we're going to do is style our hair. Okay, so we'll take the time to style this. This is also, you could call this combing your hair. Then we'll talk about shading, which will involve materials, textures, and attributes. Okay, once that's done, you'll have to make a choice. Either go into dynamics, which will cover the movement of the hair, or move into rendering, which will cover the passes, the render buffer, and other rendering systems that we can have access to. Now, using dynamics, that really depends on if you're going to be using this for a still image or an animation. So you could switch those out in either order depending on what you're creating. So we do have the shelf here. We have the two menu options. Another area that I want you to be aware of is the Shave Globals. So if I select that, you'll notice this is the area that we will get into for optimization and adjusting the render settings when we get ready to render our scenes. Okay, so let's go ahead and shade this. So I'll hit 5 on my keyboard. You'll notice that there are curves here with some variations in color. Those will be adjusted when our material lessens, so when we get into that. If you deselect, you'll notice that the hairs do go black. Okay, this is to let you know that nothing is selected. And you could select them either by selecting them like this in the scene, or you can go to Shave, Select, and that will select the hairs for you. Why would you need this? Well, your object may have 5 or 6 different hair systems, or you may have 5 or 6 hair systems in your scene. This just makes it easier to select all of them and pick the one you want to work with. So throughout this training kit, we're going to go through a lot of these menu options as well as lots of techniques. Next, we're going to look at basic styling.